Hey folks, good evening. Thanks for anybody who's watching, most likely on the playback, but that's all good. That's all good. Okay, so today, after yesterday's not quite so successful attempt to fix Iyashike the fountain, which if you have watched that video, you'll know that we sort of went in reverse a little bit. Started out with good intentions and tried something, got stuck down a cul-de-sac or a dead-end street, and yeah, didn't really get anywhere. So not the best video, and probably a really bad advertisement for the little ZIL coding guru that I've set up here. So yeah, just a reminder, you can get to this little ZIL coding guru. Just search for ZIL game coding guru. It's in ChatGPT. It's an agent that you can find. You probably, well, in fact, I'm pretty sure at this point that you do need to have an account with ChatGPT. Don't believe it has to be a paid account. I think a free one is fine. Whether or not that then limits you to how much you can use it, I don't know. But at the moment, this is how I'm using it, and if you want to use it, it's there. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so today, let's put a little bit of background music on first of all. Let's have a look. We did, where were we at yesterday? Okay, it's a little bit on the loud side. Let me just... go. Let's take that down to there, and hopefully then that's not too bad for you. Actually, let me dial it back down. Right, that should be okay. Okie dokie. Right then, so today we're going to go back to Zork the Undiscovered Underground. We are attempting to port it from its Inform existence, which was created back in 1997 as a sort of freebie, I think, alongside the Grand Inquisitor, and it was written, so not coded, but it was written by Mark Blank and Mike Berlin, and it was actually coded in Inform 6 by Kevin Wilson. Why are we doing this? Well, just why not? Okay, so just going back to it, if we recollect from the other one, in fact we'll have a little look around. We basically got the rooms together, so we can go northeast. It's pitch black. Okay, like, do you know what? For the sake of I'm actually going to do that now. I might just put the lights on everywhere because it's kind of doing my head in that I keep having to do it. Where is it? On bit. Our land bit. Do I need our land bit? I don't think I do I? Do you know what? Watch this. Yep. Right. Okay. Copy that. Our land bit, and we're going to replace that with light bit. was going to do it to everything. Replace all. There we go. Right. Save that. I can always replace that. I can take that out later, but for the moment I just don't want to constantly be mucking about with the torch. So if you remember where we got to before, which reminds me that we need to get PowerShell open. Where we got to before was we basically got the room structure in the right place, and what I want to do today, not too heavy on the coding, but first of all we're going to make sure that the room descriptions match the original game, at least in terms of the starting descriptions anyway. So that's what we're going to do first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I once again used the transcript of the game that I played from start to finish, dropped it into ChatGPT and asked it just to extract out all the room descriptions from the very first time that the rooms were encountered. So, new excavation. Possibly much of these are already correct. But if not, they're about to be. There we go. Tunnel. Cultural complex. What it's also done in some places is listed the items, so I'll be careful not to copy those over, and in fact we'll probably do that in a second, is we'll ask it to do that as well again, but list the items out. Okay, I need to be careful with that, don't I? Let's change those. Case of copying and pasting. Sometimes you get some things you don't actually want to get. Right, that's that. And let's just check that there's not any in the text that I pasted earlier. Which for some reason, there we go, scroll too high. No, superb. Okay, that's the cultural complex done. Centre lobby. Souvenir stand. Okay, here's the one that's got the items, so I'll just ignore those for the moment. Put those in a second. Changing room. was thinking earlier, I'm just going to chat while I do this. I was thinking earlier about sort of the peaks and troughs of activity in the ZIL group that we've got on Facebook over the years, and because it's actually been in place now for about 8 years, coming on 9 years. So it's been there for quite some time, and obviously I created it, and the first person I put in there was Tara McGrew, and then we sort of added people over the years, and of course the source code for Infocom was dropped in the back end of 2019. Or was it April? No, actually was it April 2019? Maybe April. I can't remember now. It was in 2019, and it was maybe about that time. Middle of the year, we'll say. And obviously that that supercharged it for a period there, and for about 1 year it was so active. Oh, that's the items, isn't it? I don't want to copy those. No, let's scroll down. Oh, I just accidentally copied those. No. It is obvious, blah blah blah, that's fine. Okay, we'll come back to those. Convention hall. There we go. Copy that. Yeah, what was I saying? So, yeah, supercharged it, and for a year it was crazy. So much going on. And at the sort of second half of that year, you had some of the original implementers joined, and to begin with were quite active. That died down a little bit over time, but initially they were pretty chatty bunch for a while there. Obviously I think at the end of it, there's only so much you can do and say before perhaps it becomes a little bit repetitive. So it was crazy busy, and then it was pretty busy for 2020 also, and then we did some competitions. Parser Comp was launched in, I think, beginning of 2021. So really from the back end of 2019 through till I would say the back end of 21 into 2022, it was really lively in there, really lively, and it continued to be pretty lively for sort of a year after that, not as much so, and obviously then the last year it has been a little quiet. And I must admit, part of it's me. I've sort of been looking into different things and trying different hobbies. I'm not saying obviously it's all about me, but I'm just pointing out that there's maybe a slight correlation between how much time I put in there and how much goes off. Although, I mean, the guys were creating plenty of content in there without me, so that was all good. That's what I was looking for. Let's just save this. I have this paranoia that, like, if something crashes and I have to do it all again. Okay, that's a theatre. There's do you know what? There's more rooms than I think about in this game. That's interesting. Stage. Where's stage? Oh, it's there. So now we're slightly out of order from how it's found them in the search, but that's fine. Oh no, no it isn't. It's there. It's there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, sorry. And the screen is side out. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh dear. It's been a long day. Backstage. Backstage. Science lobby. So if you're watching this, it's probably not the most entertaining thing. I do apologise, but it has got to be done, and obviously I want to give you sort of warts and all, and you know, there's probably other ways of doing this, possibly, but as I say, I'm going to use the ChatGPT as much as I can. I wonder why they didn't. I wonder why they weren't tempted to use. Because it was 1997, so I presume Activision had still got access to all of Infocom's kit. I wonder why they didn't use ZIL back then. I suppose maybe. I guess Inform 6 was relatively new. Like, well, it was probably less than 5 years old, and it was probably the hot ticket, so perhaps that was why. But I mean, actually, I still maintain really that sort of pound for pound, if you got a screen of ZIL code and a screen of Inform 6 code without any sort of support documentation or prior knowledge of it, for me, I think they both look about the same in terms of complexity. I don't know that 100% from experience because I haven't tried coding with Inform 6, but looking at it on screen, when I've kind of had a look, it just, yeah, you know, it seems to be kind of equally complex. Obviously the major difference is the amount of documentation that exists, which even today is kind of relatively minimal for ZIL, although it's much better than it used to be, and we have some manuals now, which is a big difference compared to previous times. But you know, but Inform, people have wrote literal books on that, so now I think we seem to be missing the rooms somehow. Maybe it's because I asked it to do it first time. Museum of Illusion, Museum of Adventure, or Museum of Illusion? Well, it's called it the Museum of Illusion, but I don't. That's kind of thrown me a little bit. Oh, there's a Museum of Illusion. And that's a Museum of Adventure. Right, okay. Museum of Illusion. Okay, I don't think that's all the rooms, but it's not bad. Let's just let's try and compile that and just make sure that we haven't done anything daft, killed any of the code in the meantime. Once again, it's doing that thing where it doesn't. There we go. Don't like it when it overshoots the bottom of the screen. it's funny, I expect there to be problems, and I'm always like extremely surprised when there isn't. Okay. New excavation. Once this is done, I'm gonna be making a few little fine tunes to it, I think. I mean, one of them I've done straight away, so in the original, if we have a look at the, I think I've got the original somewhere, hang on. Okay, if I show you this, let's just open up the original for a second. It's really small on the screen, I know, but if I type XMe, you get as good looking as ever. Okay, which if I now type it in here, haha, you get that bad boy. Now come on, that's a lot better, right? And also, I know it's humorous, I know Zork's a humorous place, but this is, you know, this is I don't know, I just wanted to beef it up a little bit, so I've kind of made it a little grandiose, which I know is kind of anti-Zork, because Zork is very sort of Monty Python, but yeah, I like that. Cool. And so for that reason, I'm going to get rid of this, the plasticky sword and the bread knife and the whatever the heck it is. We're going to have a proper weapon. In fact, carrying a flashlight. Yeah, that was the other thing, is I got rid of that torch with the light puzzle. Nobody likes those. Nobody likes light puzzles, or food puzzles, or drinking. It's not a thing. Get it out of games. I know it's real, but you know, if I wanna get like thirsty and hungry and stuff, I'll do that in real life. I'll just wander around and not eat or drink. If I want to play a game, I want to be kind of amped up and enjoy it. So, okay, cool. Right, so that's that. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're actually missing a few of the rooms. I noticed that it didn't do the seating areas. That was it. It didn't capture the seating areas for some reason. What I'm going to do, let's go back in here. Room descriptions in Zork. Let me just bring that back up a second. Right. Let's give it the same document again, and this time what we're going to ask it to do is to identify on the first pass what are the items that are in each room that are available for pickup. Okay, so okay, alright, next task, same document, but this, no, same, let's be specific, transcript, when I can spell the word transcript, but this time, please review each location description. Again, first time it is visited, and identify items that can be picked up. Let's let's mention a couple of items to give it some ideas. Masks, gloves, candy, etc. Okay, let's see what we get from that. Your session has oh, your session has expired. Excellent. Well, that's marvellous. Brilliant. I'll just type all that again. Don't mind me. OpenAI. Okay. Right. Next task. Same transcript. Choose width. Please analyze each location. First time it is visited, and identify items that can be picked up. In example, gloves, masks, candy, etc. Right, let's let it do that. Okay, at the start, brass lantern, plastic sword, tunnel, no items, cultural complex, no items, souvenir stand, baby rune, which is a candy bar, multi-implementers, which is a candy bar, Zort mid, some kind of high number, candy bar, forever gauze, candy bar, mask, worn by the salesman, but destroyed when removed. Well, this, okay, so this, I don't quite know what that means. I think it's misunderstood that. Let's go down. Changing room. Oh, okay. He gets destroyed when if I recall, because it was only the other day when I played it, so I should recall it. Sort of by interacting like that, you can sort of identify what he looks like, and you need that for a puzzle for later on. But for the moment, it's candies in there, and in here, gloves, stumpy gloves, blister gloves. Okay. I don't think they're all gloves, are they? Are they? Hairy gloves, spike gloves, bloody gloves, stumpy gloves, blister gloves, scaly gloves. Is that right? No. 8 gloves. Slimy mask, pot-bomb mask, four-eyed mask, decomposing mask. Well, this is like... Okay, hang on. Is that... No. Really? Was that... I thought there was 4 of them. Hang on, I've got to see this for myself. I'm going to implement all those items. They're going in. I don't recollect there being 8 of each. Where are we? Changing room. Okay, talk to the salesman. One, he's not blah blah blah. Take the mask. You pull off the mask, blah blah blah, and you kill him. Okay. You can. Oh wow, it's correct. That's on me then. That's actually on me. I thought there was 4. Shows how good my memory is then. You can see 8 pairs of gloves, 8 masks. Right. Okay. Yep. Fine. Okay. That I now feel a little bit foolish because I thought there was 4. Okay. Super cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I am using an AI. Convention hall glasses. mud form, tree, miniature tree, house, hot air balloon, flathead, miniature, raft, miniature, tinsel, 5 ZTUU mid coin. Okay, these are all pickable items based on the transcript. Okay. Right, let me scroll down. Hold on to that. We'll copy that. And we'll create this, and this can be items. Item locations. Okay, since it seems to be on a bit of a roll, I'm gonna ask it if... Okay, next... I don't know how well it's gonna do on this one. Next task. Okay, I want to see if it can identify the puzzles. Next task. In some of the locations, rooms, in some of the locations there are puzzles that player must solve. Such as wearing the right combination of clothing items to access a room, to get past a guard. No, a bouncer. It's like it's a doorman, wasn't it? Like get a doorman to get past a doorman. Or arrange items in a certain order. On a surface, I'll just call it a surface. Can you try and identify puzzles from each location and detail which items are used and how the puzzle is solved. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. To be honest, not expecting it to get it right, but it might give it a stab and it might just spot a couple of the items. Let's see what it does. Okay, the disguise puzzle, the disguise puzzle, group convention. So, convention center lobby, changing room, convention hall. Sneak into the group convention undetected. Items needed. Raise a lot. I mean, obviously this, in the actual game, I'm guessing it anyway, that it is random each time, but we can do that. We can tackle that somehow in the game. But razor-like gloves, fish mouth mask, glowing fur coloured suit, covered suit even. Solution: enter the changing room, pick up the gloves, pick up them, head back to the convention centre, go north to the convention. So it's pick up and wear, blah blah blah. Outcome: the player. Right, okay. Objective: upgrade the glasses with lenses to use them later. Player now has glasses that we used for another puzzle. The Oracle puzzle location. Items needed: quint ZTUU mid coin from backstage inside the trunk. Okay, floor symbols in the mud forum. Oh, cool. Summary of puzzles and required items. Sweet. Okay. I think I might see if I can arrange multiple ways to solve each puzzle when we get to the chance to do that. Okay. Puzzle, location, and descriptions. Puzzle, locations, and descriptions. Right. Okay. Now, I'm very tempted to try. Now, this didn't work yesterday because I think I was. Well, okay. What you haven't take a little step back. What you haven't seen offline is that I have tweaked slightly what is in the ZIL game Coding Guru. Now, I haven't tried this yet, so this could go horribly wrong, but I don't think it will if I do this. I've simplified what it's got. It's now got... I've removed the mark blank manual because I think it was... and I mean this with no disrespect whatever to Mr. Blank, but I think it may have been too much for what this is trying to do, because it's got the ZIL manual, which is the Steve Moretsky one, and then it's also got the one that we created in the community, which is which I think is apologies if I've got the wrong name, but I think it's Henrik's. I've restored the agent instructions because that helps to get the header code in there first time. And then what I've done is, rather than do it in zip files, because I don't think it was automatically, I think you had to tell it extract and access the zip, the code, which is not really what I want. I want it to kind of have soaked that up. So now it's got the Cloak Plus, because we know we use that quite a bit. It's got the Five Nights at Jeff's, it's got the NPC files and the Five Nights at Jeff's transit code. It's then got the library files, and it's got the Verbs Plus and the normal transit file. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, and maybe it's not. I would love to give it all of the source code and everything, but I'm not sure if sometimes I feel like if you give it too much it can kind of drown it. So what I'm trying to do here is just give it exactly what it needs to create the kind of games that I'm interested in, which is, you know, as small as it is, Cloak Plus has pretty much got everything in that I personally would need to create the kind of games that I'm interested in. And then Five Nights at Jeff's has got the transit code in, which is a lot. And again, this is not anything disrespectfully aimed at the authors of Deadline, Suspect or Witness, but I think the transit system that's in this is, well, it's certainly more obvious as to what it is. If you're particularly if you remember, this is all kind of aimed at the person trying to get their head around this, and it will make sense when you look at it. So it's also easy to replicate for other games, which is not the case if you try to go into the Deadline code. You know, it's kind of chopped up a little bit, and it's limited, and it's controlled by timers and all this kind of other stuff. So yeah, again, that's nothing against how that was coded, but I think it may be too much. Having said all of that, I may be about to be proved wrong, because I'm going to ask it to do stuff in a second. Now, why did I give you that quick history lesson of the last couple of days, the last day? Well, because what I'm going to do is try the same thing that I did yesterday, which is to have a separate code file for I mean, the objects are in here to be the items are in here to be fair. Oh, yeah, okay. Do I need to get the items? So all the items are here. I was going to say, do I... I'm just wondering whether I create one for items and one for puzzles and so on and so forth. But it does already have these in. Right, give me a second while I have a drink while I mull over what I'm going to do with that. Okay. I mean, some of the puzzles are kind of already incorporated in here. You carefully sculpt the red to fit into the glasses. Okay, let's try something. Let's give it the game file. Okay. We are picking up from where we left off. Coding Zork, the undiscovered underground. Here is the latest version of the main code file. We are as always, using the standard ZIL library files, and also verbs plus. Please review. Don't take any action. Let me know when you are ready to start. Okay, super stuff. Right, so now I'm going to give it the items and I'm going to tell it to cross-reference. Where's it gone? Room description, item locations. Okay. This upload is the list of is a list of items and which room they are in to begin with. Okay. Right, this may not be exhaustive. So if you have other items already in the main game file, then please don't remove those. Please just add in the new items. Descriptions, which you can get from the transcript of the game, also uploaded, because I'll do that in a second. Transcript, there we go. Lastly, please make sure all items are in the correct location for their starting positions. Okay. That's quite a bit. Okay, just hit go. See what it does. I'll now load the main game file to include any missing items while ensuring all objects start in the correct locations. I'll also retain any items already present in the main game file. So I've given it quite a bit to do there, so we'll just sit back a second while it works it all out. So we'll probably get these into the main game file. I wonder whether it's worth having the puzzles themselves. I don't even know if this is possible, having the puzzles themselves in a separate file or not, whether we just have to put them into the main game, or whether we have them created and then just copy and paste them in. That's another option. This really is taking a bit of time actually on this one. Oh, failed to edit. Well, that's not a great start. Epic fail. Okay. It sort of just stopped. Copy and paste that so I'll make sure I don't lose that. Alright, stop that. I wonder if we've actually got a problem over at OpenAI HQ, because it does seem to have stopped. Yeah, okay. Wakey wakey. Okay, I have the full list of update now. not sure what it's done there. Forever Gauze, candy bar, blah blah blah. Blue lens, miniature tree. Right, okay, looks like we had an error there. Can you repeat the last action, please? And I will upload the files again. Okay, so let's just go again. So we need to give it a copy of the game file, the transcript so it can get its descriptions, and then the item locations. So it's 3 things. Now let's just see if it can go again. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now it's not adding them into the main game file, but that's okay because, oh, it's given sizes this time. That's interesting. So it's doing all of the items: glasses, blue lens, red lens, miniature flathead, It's weird that it's given those items sizes, but then it's not given anything else a size. That's a little bit odd. Oh, because those items already existed, right? So I asked it not to replace them. Right. Okay, I don't think it's added in. So we also need the masks. Oh, it's doing it now. Mask on the salesman. Pile of costumes. Yeah, it's limited them. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put here great start. But there are 8 masks. 8 pairs of gloves and 8 body suits, and we need them listing as individual items, please. And as it's done it this way, I'm half a mind to remove the objects from the main game file and actually have an object, call it objects.zil or something, and actually have that, and then have another one for the puzzles, and then have another one for the routines. I don't know how smart that is, but it's certainly, I mean, it's kind of breaks it down a little bit, but it would make it a little easier to code, I think. Maybe? Not entirely sure, truth be told. Now, we have actions listed against that for the plastic sword. That's an interesting way of listing the code. Mask on the salesman, aerosol can. What's that then? Mask slimy. Mask pockmarked. Mask. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've now added all 8 as individual objects. All 8 masks. Yes, but there's also the 8 pairs of gloves. Okay. What about the 8 pairs of gloves and the 8 bodysuits? I'm sure there's people out there now going, you know what, by the time you've done all this you could have coded it yourself, and you're probably not wrong, truthfully. When it starts getting itself into a little bit of a tiz like this, sometimes you sort of go, you know what, So it doesn't look like it's going to do the actions then, because it's got the action lantern F. But that's fine, because what it's done is it's kept the actions in the other file. That's cool. I think I see what it's done. And actually, that sort of plays into what I was saying earlier, so perhaps I will have the actions and routines in a separate file. It's added the gloves in and it's removed the... Oh no, okay, sorry, it's doing the... I've now added in all 8 pairs of gloves. Next I'll add the 8 bodysuits. But in doing that, it's now removed the masks. Okay, all 8 bodysuits have now been added as individual objects in the changing room. Have they? Where? Okay. Right, okay. It seems to be having a bit of a meltdown at the minute. Right, okay. Let me do something. Sometimes you have to throw it a bone. Let's call this objects. Let's call it ZTUU objects .ZIL. Save it here. Right. Let's take those. There we go. Okay, please list the entire objects code all items onto one page. Man, it's 10 to 10 at night. I really want a coffee, but it's too late if I have a coffee. I'll just be not sleeping. which didn't used to be the case. I used to be able to drink coffee and it didn't bother me, but very recently it's really been playing havoc with the sleeping pattern. Okay, so it's decided it wants to organise the code in a slightly different way, which is interesting. I'm going to let it do that. If that works, great. Okay. Bodysuit objects, mask, runes, lantern, plastic sword, runes. They're the 4 candies. Okay, but it's now lost the. It's now lost the thing, hasn't it? Let's take that a second. Okay. So what we can do is paste that there. Okay, so there's all the masks. So the mask, this is the changing room item. So mask, gloves, bodysuit. Lantern and sword. Lantern and sword. Let's check that. But what we're missing is the like the glasses and the lens. Okay. Let's give it the file again because it seems to have had a little bit of a thingy again. Item locations. What did I give it last time? Why did I give it 3 files before? Please review again this transcript and the main game source code, main game file. Please identify all items, all descriptions, and all starting positions, and create the code for these objects in one file. Okay, let's see if it does that. And then at that point, it's funny that it doesn't do all of these. You know, why is it not rearranging all of these, but it rearranges? Okay, so glasses, blue lens, red lens. Okay, so we're getting those items back now. Sort bid coin. So is that something that we've already got on here? No, we've got the. I keep confusing the candy that's called a Zorkmid candy for a Zorkmid coin. Okay, here we go. We also actually need an item for the salesman, don't we? But Okay, let's do... Right, okay. So we've got lantern, sword, glasses, individual lenses, and the sort mid thingy bob. We've also got the... Let's get those there. We've got the miniatures down here. No, okay. So we need the miniatures and the tinsel and the aerosol can. We haven't got that either. But we have got the baby rune. We have got the masks, and we have got the bodysuit and the gloves. So I just need you. Object mask salesman. Salesman's mask. Yeah, we also need an object for the salesman, but never mind. Okay, so we've got the sale. Right, okay, so we've got salesman. There we go. Baby rune, aerosol can, tinsel, and the miniatures. That takes us up to there, okay. Aerosol can, and the miniatures. So we coin, that's that. Okay, save that one. Okay, we ought to have one for NPCs as well. Okay. Right, thanks. Okay. Right, next, reviewing, gain the transcript. Can you please identify any NPC characters, objects, such as the doorman, the salesman, Mark and Mike, etc. And then code them, please, in a separate file. I don't know if I actually did I oh, hello. What's happening? Salesman, intimidated doorman stands watch, ensuring that only invited may enter. The Grand Inquisitor. The Grand Inquisitor looms before you, his booming voice commanding so attention. Object Mark, an oracle of the implementers. Mark's bust watches you keenly. Sweet, okay. Now, do we add this to the... Now, do we add this, or do we... Yeah, okay. Let's add these. I didn't know whether to have them as separate, like NPCs, but I think for now, let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just put them in here. Stick you guys at the bottom. Go, save that. Right. Okay, right. I think let's just see if that works. ZTUU objects. I'm going to need to remove them from here, aren't I? Oh, hang on. Tree, hot air balloon. Oh, miniature balloon. Balloon, miniature, hot air, da 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 da. Okay, so they're there. Alright, so you know what? To be on the safe side, I'm going to remove the objects from here. Okay, so let's just go down, and any objects I'm going to remove. So room. Blah 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 blah. Okay, object flashlight. We know we don't need that now anyway. Object boulders. Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember. Have I got boulders and sign in here? Tinsel. No, I don't think I have. Boulders and sign, No, okay. Let's take you out then. Chop you out, drop you into here. Go back in here. Okay, these we know we've got. Tinsel tree. There's a tree in here. Okay. Tree. Save you. A raft? Is there a raft in here? Oh, miniature raft, yes. Yes, there is. Right, okay. Oh, hang on a second. Miniature tree. Ah, Wally. It was a miniature item. And I bet the other stuff is as well. Tree. Okay, let's just chop this off for now. There's actually... Okay. Rooms, objects. Right. Oh, okay. Action. Oh, of course, the actions won't be there, will they? Inquisition chambers is never defined. Janitor's closet is never defined because we haven't got. Okay, because we don't. Okay, hang on a second. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? They're in the objects still, right? So they're the actions. Go in here. Object, Grand Inquisitor. Location, Inquisitor chambers. Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a room for that one first. Right, okay, hang on. Take you out a second. Same for janitor's closet. Where's that one? Janitor's closet. So I'll take that out for the moment. And then we'll the action. Basically anything with an action. Oh, what's that weird one? I know what that's going to be. That's going to be the Zorkmid thing, isn't it? Okay. But anything with the actions we can't do yet. So... because I haven't coded it yet. Can I just do that, or will that bugger it up? No. Nope. Okay. Right, let me take those out for the time being. There we go. Action. Save here. Let me just go again so I can clean that list up a little bit. Okay. Right, what is it? Right, 118. 118, action. There's an action that... there's an action there. And there's an action there. Save those. A warning. Right. 147. What? 147. Zitsky 25 cannot be safely printed in Z Machine version 5. What is it about that it doesn't like? That's weird. Why is it not doing it on here? Help desk. What? Well, that's just plain weird. It's not in here, is it? 147. No, it's definitely in here. Cannot be safely printed in... Okay, I'm going to need to look into that one because I don't know what that is. But I believe we can still do it, can we? Yeah. Okay. Take all. Right. Oh. Oh, I can't light it, can I? Okay. Well, the lights are on anyway, so we don't need to worry too much about it. Right. Tunnel, da-da-da-da. If I just type... take all, you already have that plastic... Oh, that's interesting. That should that do that? I don't... You're carrying... Okay, maybe it does. Northeast. Relatively small unobtrusive sign, perhaps 10 feet high, stands me right. Can I read the sign? Not sure. Okay. Alright, that's not... Can I take the sign? Okay. Right, rocking. Okay, north. An intimidating doorman stands watch. Okay. Take the doorman. Right, okay. Is it northwest or where does it go from here? Northwest? A discarded mask lies here. Looking, an odd-looking salesman sits behind the counter, staring into the distance. Ex-salesman. Okay, the salesman. He's not wearing his mask at the minute. Forever Gore's candy bar rests on the counter. Rests on the counter. Rests on the counter. Da 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 da. Okay, take all. Taken, 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 taken. Woohoo! Okay. Okay, that's a heck of a lot of items to be listing it like that. We're probably still going. Look, jeez. Okay. We're probably going to have to. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yep, we've got most of the items in there. Obviously at the minute there's a couple of things we need to sort out. One is we can't have it be listing it all like this, bam bam bam, that's just nuts. When it lists it in the original, it does it kind of in a row, so yeah, we're going to need to do that somehow. I don't quite know how we'll do that, but we will find a way. So that's cool, that's that. The other things is obviously the mask. The salesman needs to be wearing the mask. So basically we haven't got any actions in there. I mean, we've got no logic, we've got no routines. we've got nothing embedded into the objects itself. We've literally just got the object and a basic description, but the items are in the correct places, so that's all cool. We've got our locations, we've got our items, so next time whenever we come to this, what we'll do is start to work out how we're going to rearrange this. But I think that for now is fine. We can work on that. That's kind of a cosmetic thing. But what we will work on is obviously the actions and the puzzles. So yeah, we'll have to build all the routines in for the items, and then we can start looking at the puzzles as well. But that's yeah. Well, I think that's pretty productive. That's certainly a lot better than yesterday's effort. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, watching that one, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Okay, take care.